Well, hello there and welcome to Editing Alex. So this is clearly not the video footage, is it? This is literally the day that you're watching this, Alex, because I stupidly forgot to film an intro for this video. I mean, I do explain it basically in the next clip, but I forgot to do the whole well hello there and welcome to my channel. So I'm just popping in very quickly and just saying hello, welcome to my channel. If you aren't new here, then please make sure you stick around and subscribe. I promise not all videos are like this. I do normally remember to film all aspects of my videos. Just for today, I somehow managed to forget to do that. So today's video is a full face of the Art Revolution and Chill gift set. I'm going to be reviewing all of the products inside, literally every single thing, like the sponge and everything. So if you'd like to see what I think of the products, then please keep watching. It's been a while since you've seen me barefaced. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of eyeshadow palette reviews and not so much like base videos. So if you have any suggestions for any videos you'd like to see from me, please leave them down below in the comments. And also, while I'm here, in my community tab on my channel, I have a little post which is asking for questions for a Q&A. I am planning on uploading a Q&A next week. I feel like I haven't done one probably since the start of lockdown. A lot has changed since then, so please feel free to ask questions about YouTube, makeup, me and Frank, my job situation, how I've been doing during lockdown. Literally any questions, please feel free to leave them. So let's get into today's video. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a full face of the Art Revolution and Chill gift set. So this is the gift set I'm referring to. I did do an unboxing on this, I think it was at the end of August. I will link the unboxing down below, but obviously in this video you will see what products come in the gift set. I haven't got the products in here. There's just some like skincare that I've been sent that I haven't tried yet. I have all of the products next to me, and I'm going to do as much as a full face with the products in the gift set that I can. There isn't obviously every step in my makeup routine in here, so obviously I'll just fill in where I can. But we're going to be trying the majority of it, and there are 3 eyeshadow palettes in here, 2 big ones and 1 little one. I am going to just be doing a look with one of the palettes, and then I will do separate palette videos in the future with those. I need to stop rambling, let's jump into it. So the first thing that I can try is the lip scrub. So this is the first time that Art Revolution have done lip scrubs, and this is what it looks like. It does just look like a plain lip scrub. It does have a bit of a, maybe a vanilla-y scent, but let's give this a go. Oh, it's quite hardly pressed in the pot. I'm on my bed right now and I'm gonna get this absolutely everywhere. I do actually get really cracked lips, so I'm happy to try a lip scrub. I don't even know if you can eat it. Can you eat it? Why did I just eat it not knowing if I could eat it? But it's sugar, right? You can eat that. I mean, I'm not sure if I was supposed to eat that, but I did anyway because I can't be bothered to clear it up. So I've just tried the lip scrub. My lips do feel really nice and soft actually. There's no like dry skin or anything there, so I mean it does work. You can't really go too wrong with a lip scrub. It's gonna work like no matter what brand do them. But I think I've only got one other lip scrub, so I'm happy to have another one in my collection, and yeah, it's really nice. I kind of wish they did like something a bit more exciting than just like a plain lip scrub, but hey ho, it really does work and I like it. So let's move on to the next product. So the next thing in the gift set that I can try, and is the reason why I've got no foundation, concealer, powder, etc. on, is because this actually come in the gift set. This is a sponge. I'm really excited to see if this is any good because it actually does feel really nice and squidgy. Not like, I think they did one, was it last year, that it was like a marshmallow shaped sponge and it was super hard, whereas this one is really squishy. I'll put a clip in of what it looked like before I wet it, and then this is what it looks like now. So it has grown a little bit, not too much, but it definitely has expanded and it feels really squidgy. So I'm going to use this to obviously apply my foundation concealer and see if it's any good. So my foundation of choice today is inspired by Lizzie Demetrio, which is one of my patrons and lovely friends. Basically she's been non-stop raving about this foundation recently and I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad other people are noticing how amazing it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my foundation on and I will let you know what it's like. Okay, so yeah, the sponge worked really, really well actually. It did soak up a little bit of product, as you can see, but a lot of sponges soak up product anyway. It blended out the foundation really seamlessly. I like how it applied to my foundation. This gets a massive thumbs up for me, and I can't wait to use this more. I hope they bring these out like separately, because they are so good, and I imagine they'd be super cheap as well. I'm also going to use the sponge to apply my concealer, but I'm going to do that, my powder and bronzer and my brows off of camera, and then I'll be right back and we can use the rest of the products in the gift set. Right, so I'm back. I've put all those products on. Just to let you know, my concealer, I use the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. My powder, oh, I used a new one by Revolution, although I don't think this is new because I think it was available on Superdrug for ages before it launched on Revolution. But this is their new Conceal and Define Satin Matte Powder. Oh my god, that explains it. I literally was just putting my bronzer on and I was like, why does my face look not like glowy, but why does it look like really subtle, soft glow? And now I know. I thought this was a matte foundation powder. It's not, it's satin. For bronzer, I have my I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer in the shade Latte, and my brows is by I Heart Revolution as well. This is the Avocado Brow Gel. This stuff is amazing. I literally use it all the time. I don't even pencil my brows in anymore. I literally just put a bit of tinted brow gel through them and I'm good to go. So yeah, those are all the products that I just applied. We can now move on to the rest of the gift set. So next, we are going to be trying this face palette, which is the Chocolate JEE. In my unboxing I said Chocolate G because the text on the back, I don't know if you can see, but it makes it look like it says Chocolate G, but I'm pretty sure this is meant to say Chocolate Ice. This is what the palette looks like. So you have a contour and a highlight in here. Unfortunately the highlight is going to be a little bit too dark for me, but let me just give it a quick swatcheroonie while we're here. Like, look how gorgeous that shade is. Like on the eye, that would look absolutely stunning. And then the contour, I do think that's going to also be too dark for me, but with a light hand, you never know. I could get away with it. Oh right, okay, so when I swatch it, it doesn't actually look as dark than it does in the palette, so maybe this could work for me. All the products in this gift set, by the way, are not actually available to buy individually as of yet. I don't know if they will. They didn't last year, they did the year before though, so I'm not entirely sure if they'll launch them separately. But they also have a little mirror in these as well, and they're super handy to have. So I'm going to take the brush that I use for contour, which is the Real Techniques contour brush. That wasn't hard, was it? And I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I'm not going to go too crazy because this probably is going to be too dark for me, so I'm going to tap a lot of it off, and then let's try this out. Okay, so this is the contour on, and you know what guys, it's actually not as dark as it looks in the pan. It is super cool tone though, so if you like a cool toned contour, you're gonna absolutely love this. I think it might look a bit ashy on some people because it is so cool toned. On me it does look a tiny bit ashy, but I mean contours are meant to be cool toned, and I think it looks really nice. I'm like the fairest of people, and it worked for me, so I'm actually quite impressed with that, to be fair. It looks really nice, and I'm definitely going to use this in the future. I'm just glad that I can use it as well, as long as I use a light hand. So yeah, don't be afraid of this if you are fair-skinned. Fair-skinned? What? If you are like a fair skin tone, because you can use this as well. Before I move on to highlighter, I do have a spray to test, and this is the Strawberry Milk Fixing Spray. How adorable is the packaging? I absolutely love it, and obviously it's pink, which is my favourite. And let's, oh, that's a very it's a very what's the word, like very harsh, you know, one of those like very harsh and like in your face literally kind of sprays. I can't smell it. Why can't I smell anything? I literally cannot smell anything. Does this even have a scent? I don't know, but I thought this would have smelled like strawberries, but I can't smell anything. I'm really disappointed. I thought that was going to smell of strawberry. But anyway, let's apply this. It It definitely doesn't have a scent. I sprayed so much of that and I cannot smell anything, so I'm a bit disappointed with that. I was really hoping there'd be a spray. I'd really hoping there'd be a scent. In terms of my face, I mean, my hair is soaking, but do I look a little bit more glowy, or is that me? Like, surely the setting powder did not make me look that glowy. I feel like it did. Like, I could notice it especially on my forehead area. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Does this have any info on it? No, it doesn't say anything on the website, so I'm not entirely sure, but I do just think my face looks a little bit more glowy, so I really like the spray. My makeup all looks like it's melted together. Next we can move on to the highlighter, which I'm extremely excited about because I Heart Revolution have never done highlighters like this before. This is the defrosted highlighter, and if I remember rightly, it's like a rose gold kind of shade. Yeah, look at that beauty. That is absolutely stunning. I hope this is going to work because obviously where I have such a fair skin, I hope it's not going to be too dark and give me a cast, but let's give it a go. It's quite a powdery highlighter. Let me get my mirror, and hopefully this is going to be really reflective. Cannot believe how stunning this is. Oh my goodness. So when you apply it, actually is mostly gold when it hits the light. However, when you look forward, I can see the pink cast on my cheekbones. So if you've got a fair skin, this might be a little bit too dark for you, but I mean, it wouldn't stop me from wearing it. It doesn't matter, like, it's not the end of the world. If you've got obviously light, medium, deep skin tones, this would look absolutely beautiful on you. It is a stunning, blinding rose gold highlighter. It is absolutely beautiful. The next portion of this video is the eyes, so I am going to hop off camera. I'm going to do my blush, and I've chosen this one, which is the I Heart Revolution Soft Shimmer Peach Blush, and then we can move on to the eyeshadow palette. So in this gift set you get 3 eyeshadow palettes to play with. The first one you get is a mini, and this is the Peppermint palette. This is what it looks like. It's not very peppermint-y. It has like 1 green in it, and then the rest of it is kind of like, well, I say, okay, 2 greens, but they're shimmers. So the rest of it is kind of like neutrals. But I'm not mad at that. I do love this palette. I think it'll be perfect for like every day. And obviously it has a mirror. I'm not going to be trying this palette today. That will be for another time. Let me know if you want to see that and I can get that done for you. And then they also have 2 big palettes in the gift set as well. The first one is iced latte. Yeah, it must say chocolate ice on that palette because this says G'd latte, but because of the font obviously it's a bit confusing, so it's iced latte. I'm gonna just say that. I love the packaging of this one, and this is just a nice big kind of like neutrally everyday palette, and I absolutely love it. However, we're not going to be trying this one today. We are going to be testing the Frozen Raspberry palette, which looks like this, and then this is what the palette looks like. So it's not really a clear colour story. It kind of just has berry tones in here. It has like a really dark brown in here. It has a couple of blues, but if you eliminate like those 3, it's more of like a warm toned berry palette. So we're going to be using this today on my eyes. We're going to start off with some swatches and then I'll get into the eye look. So these are the first 2 row swatched, and I just love this palette. Like in the actual like palette, it doesn't look like much, but when you swatch them, I mean, is this not a me palette? Like, look at all these pinky tones. I absolutely love it. And this is the last row. A lot of shimmers on this row. That baby pink shimmer is the lightest shimmer in the palette, and it is absolutely beautiful. Some of the swatches feel a bit dry, but I mean, the pigment does show off. Like, there is definitely some pigment there. By the way, this smells incredible. It's just like an artificial raspberry scent, but I could literally smell it all day. So I think it's going to be obvious what kind of look I'm doing today. I'm obviously going to do a pinky look. So I'm going to start off with the shade Berry Ice, which is this one right here. It's quite a muted pink, to be honest, but let's see how pigmented this is. How beautiful is that shade. So at first I was a bit worried. I was like, oh my god, where's the pigment? But once you obviously build it up, that's when you get the colour payoff, and it is just absolutely beautiful. Like, I Heart Revolution have like definitely stepped up their quality game. Like, their first chocolate bar palettes were nowhere near as good as what they are now, so I'm really impressed with that. It's going to be too light, but I'm going to take this shade here, which is called like Parfait, I think it is. It is a super pale, like almost white pink. I'm going to try and blend this out, but I don't think it's going to work. But that shade was a little bit too light, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Shortcake here, which is probably just a little bit darker, but I'm just going to use it anyway. And I'm going to use it to blend out the crease. I'm just going to go back in with the brush I used for my crease shade. I'm just going to use that and just a little bit more of Berry Ice. And I'm going to blend those together. And then just to add another shade into the look, I'm going to take the shade Blast, which is more of a reddy toned pink. And I'm going to add this to my crease. And then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush just to blend out the edges. So to deepen up the look a little bit, I'm going to take this one, which is called Pluck. This is a brown, and I'm going to put this in my inner and outer corners. I've been doing a lot of halo eyes recently, haven't I? I need to do a cut crease at some point. I'm not sure what shimmer to use, so I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Spritzer, and I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid. Okay, so this is the lid shade on, and at first I did use it dry, and do you know what, it's actually really nicely pigmented. I didn't feel like I had to wet it, but I did want to wet it anyway just to see if I got any more of the pigment out of it. And I must say, wetting it did make the tiniest bit of difference. If you want to make it look a little bit more reflective, I definitely recommend wetting them. But oh my god, how gorgeous is that shade? I absolutely love it. I have noticed as well, I have got the tiniest bit of fallout from the matte shade in here, but literally the tiniest amount. It was literally a few speckles, but I've got rid of them now. So now we can move on to the lower lash line. For my lower lash line, I'm going to keep in with like the pinky reddy theme, so I'm going to go in with the reddy shade, which is called Blast, and I'm going to just put this all the way across my lower lash line. So this is the lower lash line done. Actually really impressed with that shade, to be honest. It was really quite pigmented. It's definitely not a true red. It is like a pinky based red, but that's why I thought it'd go really well with the look. And now we're on to the inner corner and brow bone. So of course I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Popsicle. It is a beautiful icy pink shimmer, and let's see if this is going to work on the inner corner. Okay, and this is the inner corner and brow bone highlight on, and how stunning is it? It's perfect for the inner corner and brow bone because it's just so icy and light. I absolutely love it. I have noticed there's a lot of kickback and maybe a little bit of fallout with this palette as well, but I'm overly really impressed with the look that I've created today. I'm now going to hop off of camera. I'm going to do my lashes and mascara, and then we'll be right back for the final step, which is the lips. Right, so I'm back. So for my lashes, I have my Paradox Cosmetics lashes in the style Venom on. I absolutely love these lashes. You can use my code on her Etsy shop. The code is Alex10. It's not affiliate, but it does help you get some money off, and these lashes are absolutely beautiful. For my mascara, of course, we're doing I Heart Revolution video, so I use the Chocolate Dip Mascara, which is absolutely amazing. I do talk about it all the time, so you definitely need to get this if you haven't already. I've also just put on the I Heart Revolution lipstick in the shade Salty Caramel. I've been wearing this so much recently, just because the glosses are clear and I wanted to put something on underneath so you could actually see the gloss properly. So speaking of glosses, let's now move on to the final part of this video where I'm going to show you what these glosses look like. So you get 2 lip glosses in the gift set. You get Fruit Smoothie and you get Frozen Vanilla. So let's give these a little swatch. So both of them are here. The one on the outside is Frozen Vanilla. The one here is Fruit Smoothie. You can't really tell on camera, but the Frozen Vanilla one has shimmer particles in it, whereas this Fruit Smoothie one is pretty much a clear gloss. So because of that, I think I'm going to use a Frozen Vanilla. I think that'll be a little bit more fun. So let's give this a go. Okay, so this is the gloss on and it is super pretty. You can see the little shimmer particles in them, but it's not super metallic-y or anything like that. I think it is just a clear gloss with some shimmer particles in it. So I personally really like it. I would prefer this to like a metallic finish lip gloss. I really like it. I think the pink one's probably not going to do much. That is probably going to be like more of a clear gloss. But the Frozen Vanilla one is super pretty. The only thing with these is that the doe foot is super small. So it does take you a few dips to actually cover your lips. It just doesn't pick up a lot of product. When you rub your lips together, you can feel the shimmer particles in the lip gloss, but it's not too much to put me off of wearing it. Like, it is such a minuscule amount of shimmer that it just doesn't irritate your lips or anything. So I really like it. It's going to get a thumbs up from me. So this is my full face of the I Heart Revolution and Chill gift set. Obviously we do have 2 other eyeshadow palettes that I've not tested yet, but don't worry, I will be including those in future videos. As for all the products that I tested in today's video, I actually loved the majority of everything that I tested. Like, there's not really any product in particular that I did not like. I liked everything. I loved definitely a few items. I loved the highlighter despite it being a little bit too dark for me. I love the setting spray. I actually love the contour that I tried. I love the palette. Like, I really love the majority of stuff that I tried. I mean, there are a couple of things that I probably would have changed, like the lip glosses. Maybe I only have included one because obviously they are practically the same. One's just shimmery and one's just not. I said a couple of things, but it pretty much is only the gloss situation. Like, everything else I really enjoyed using. So the best part about this is that since my unboxing video, the pricing has actually changed. This gift set actually only retails for £40 on the Revolution website, which is an amazing price for what products and what makeup you get in this gift set. Definitely worth it. 100% recommend. This would make an amazing Christmas present for a makeup lover because you just get so much in here, and yeah, the price is just so good for what you get in here. So I highly recommend the gift set. I loved pretty much all the products that I tested today, so it's getting a massive thumbs up from me. So guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what your favourite product from today's video is, because I would love to know. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye!